Hello, my name is Amy, if you don't know me yet, and today we are going to do a spiritual healing guidance session. Typically, I do these one-on-one, but I've done one of these so far, kind of like a general reading for the collective, and it was really neat, so here I am doing it again. So one of the really cool things about the spiritual healing guidance sessions is that I have no idea how they're going to go. No idea. They're extremely spirit run, spirit led. There are certain things I always do. If we were one-on-one, I'd be asking you, what's coming up for you? Are there certain pains, certain relationship energetic cords that need to be worked on, all that kind of stuff. But since you're not here, we're not gonna do that. We're just gonna start. We'll do just a little smoke clearing. This is the kind of video that you're not gonna wanna listen to if you're driving or something. It's not gonna be harmful if you're driving. You're just probably not gonna be able to, your body won't take it all in. So I would definitely watch this sometime when you can kind of sit down. Just kind of relax. I'm hoping this will be about 20 minutes. The last one was 25 minutes, so we'll kind of see where we're at. Also, probably not the best video to watch if you've got kids all chaotic in the background. However, totally get that too. So if the kids are all crazy in the background, who knows? Maybe they'll calm down a little. Who knows? So welcome. I'm just gonna bring some nice vibes in. Okay, so we're gonna start by taking some nice deep breaths. If you can close your eyes, you wanna close your eyes. Really coming into this time, coming into this space. Coming into your body. If there's any thoughts kind of swirling around of things you need to do, feel free to pause and write them down if you need to on a little notepad or in your phone. Or you can just say, I'll get back to you when this is over. Right now, this is all you need to be doing. You're exactly where you need to be, doing exactly what you're meant to be doing. Okay, so I'm going to welcome in our spirit teams of highest and best, welcoming in our holy healed ancestors, our authentic selves or higher selves, anyone who wants to support us during this powerful healing session. Also calling on holy fire Reiki, allowing the Reiki to flow throughout the entire session, giving each one of you and me exactly what we need in the moment. Asking for this or more. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. So typically how this goes, I will kind of pull a few cards to just kind of get an idea of where we might want to start, unless who I was talking to knew where they wanted to start. Kind of see what's up with those, and then we can check in if there's anything that needs to be cleared, if there's a certain healing that wants to come through, if there's any Akashic record work, all types of fun stuff. So I am using the deck that wanted to come through today. I have not used in a really long time, which is really interesting that it's the one that wanted to come through. It's the Angels and Ancestors, Kyle Gray. I really do like this deck. I just haven't used it in a while. So I'm excited to bring it out for you guys. Okay, let's see. Oh, the back of the cards are really pretty too. Hey, Christina. Okay, let's see what wants to come out. So we've got, I'll show you the pictures after. Air Guardian. Just checking to make sure they're all for us. Star Ancestor. Ooh, these ones are really neat. I forgot how much I love this deck. Okay. Ooh, I like these. I'm getting goosebumps. Okay. The first, I'll show you all of them and then we'll go through them. So this one's really cool. Air Guardian, shift your perspective. It's the air blowing through her hair. She's got the angel kind of wings. And she's like, yeah, something needs to change. So there's definitely something that you're being called to change or to shift with this. I'll be curious. I wonder if there's a clearing that needs to happen around this one. So we've got that card. And then I'll go card by card after too. This is Star Ancestor. Follow the voice of your soul. Oh, so it's like, you know what needs to shift. You know what needs to shift and what you need to move towards. And then this next one is interesting too. The seer, see beyond the current situation. So it's almost like we're like keeping that veil over our eyes. We know what needs to shift, but maybe there's some fears around it, not quite sure we want to see beyond it. Even though we know it's probably better on the other side. So I think we're gonna have some good clearing stuff coming up today. And then this one, Medicine Mother, honor your inner knowing. So those are two big cards, the follow the voice of your soul and honor your inner knowing. Two big cards telling you that you know. You know. Okay, let's see what comes up. So I'm just gonna use my pendulum. I'm gonna go card by card, kind of just checking. Usually there's either a clearing, an activation, or like a physical action step to take in the world. So I'm gonna look at the Air Guardian first. It says shift your perception. Let's see, is there clearing to do here? Yes. Okay, so if you can close your eyes, go ahead and close them. If you can't, totally fine. So we're just clearing out probably any fears that are holding you back from being able to really shift in the way that your soul knows you want to shift. So clearing out any obstacles there, any fears. I'm feeling like for some of you, it might be like childhood kind of fears. It's almost like it's safer. It feels safer where you are just because you know what to expect. And then, you know, if we shift past that, it feels not as safe because we don't know what to expect, even if it's uncomfortable. But she's looking at you like, it's time. She's definitely just giving you that eye. Okay, take a nice deep breath. Okay, that was definitely a big clearing. Is there anything else to do with this card? Okay. Ooh, I'm actually meant to read the guidebook. That's fun. That doesn't usually happen. Okay, let's look at the guidebook. I don't even know how the guidebook works because I never open it. Let's see. Oh, found it. We're good. Okay, message. Change the way you think and you will change your whole reality. The Air Guardian card represents the angels of the air element. Traditionally, air is all about thoughts, thinking, and everything that's happening in the mind. So these angels can help you to overcome any thoughts that have come back to haunt you from the past and to see the world more clearly. They are guiding you to change the way you think about certain situations, as this could be standing between you and greatness. Oh, and they want me to read the extended message. When this card arises, it's an opportunity to learn about your way of thinking. You are being guided to recognize that not all you see is exactly the way you see it. Sometimes the mind can play games and sometimes our perceptions can be wrong. If you are being challenged or feel that there's a lack of clarity and direction in your life at the moment, there's a good chance the way you're thinking or what you're focusing on has a lot to do with that reality. You're being guided to open your eyes and your mind, go beyond any limits you have set for yourself, and recognize that the way you see the world is how you will experience the world. Opportunities are moving in your direction, but they will only open up for you if you are ready to do the internal work to support them. Are we still here? I don't know what that was. Okay, that feels really powerful. So this is all about thinking, our thoughts. I bet that's what we were clearing. Let me just make sure there's no more clearing to do here. Okay, so there is more clearing now. So now we must be clearing like limiting belief. Yeah, okay, limiting beliefs around whatever the situation is that we know we're ready to step into. It could be something big, like stepping into a new job, stepping into a new relationship, but it doesn't have to be. It could also be something small, like if you are holding the belief like I'm not a good mom, or I'm not a good friend, I'm not a good daughter, it's not necessarily true. So it could even be like a seemingly small belief like that we're clearing out now to help you shift your perception. So this clearing is taking the charge out of that so you can kind of move with that wind and shift your perception. There's still going to be work on your end of like really, because you're so used to seeing the world a certain way. So there's a way that you there's a way you're being nudged, gently nudged to see the world differently. Really looking at your beliefs about yourself, your beliefs about your life, how you're living your life, how you're showing up to everyone around you. There's something for you to shift there. There's something that you're seeing cloudy. So we just cleared. That was another big clearing with that. Nice big breath. Okay, is there anything else to do with this card? Okay, we still have something to do here. Ooh, we're activating. Okay, so now we are activating. It's almost like we're setting this plan in motion. So you're energetically being set up to take these next steps. So these next steps of seeing yourself in a different way and taking whatever steps for you to like believe it enough so you can take the actual next step that your soul wants you to take. So we're kind of activating that in you, almost like activating the courage in you to take that next step, whatever it is, even if it's something, like I said, it could be I don't even want to say small, but it could seem as small as just realizing like, oh, I am a pretty good mom. Like, I'm not perfect, but neither is anyone else. Or like, oh, maybe I'm not ugly. I'm laughing, but those things, they sound so little, but even that can be so big. And it could also be something that seems big, like, totally opening up to, starting your new business or changing a big relationship. That's a big activation. We're still activating. She's intense too. Like, she's looking at you like enough is enough. She does not want you to stay where you are. She's like strong, but not mean, but she's like, it's time. It is time to shift this perspective. I'm like being reminded too, it's like the winds of change, right? Like, change is always a little scary, but like those winds are blowing through her hair. Okay, that was a big activation. That's going to be huge for a lot of you. Okay. Star Ancestor. What do we need to do with you? Clearing. Okay. So another clearing. I'm like burping for you as I'm clearing. You're welcome. Yeah, so this is also clearing out any limiting beliefs, any beliefs that are holding you back from that like inner truth that you know is where your soul wants to be headed. There's something your soul is wanting you to do, which is you. There's something you are wanting to do, but sometimes when we're in, we're caught up. It's not easy being human. We didn't come here because it's easy. There's something that your soul is ready for, and we're clearing out any beliefs that you're holding on to that you're not ready. With this guy. I forgot how much I like this deck. Okay, is there anything else to do with this card? Okay, we're good with him. Now the seer, see beyond the current situation. Well, actually, let me ask this, hold on. Okay, yeah, I was just making sure that I was on track before. So yeah, this one is coming up because we're almost like veiling ourselves, not letting ourselves like see the full picture. So we are clearing again. The energy is crazy right now, by the way. I feel like I say that every time I do a video, but I feel like that's because I'm called to do a video every time the energy is crazy. There's a lot going on. So if like you're acting kind of like out of whack, or people around you are acting a little wacky, there is a lot of intense energy kind of swirling around. So just kind of noticing. So I'm still clearing. We're clearing limiting beliefs while I'm talking. Just kind of notice if you can kind of ask your body, like, is this energy mine? And just kind of letting people have their like tantrums, or letting yourself have a tantrum, and knowing like it's an intense time. It is an intense time to be a human, but like also giving both you that grace and giving the people around you that grace. I know it can be both, right? We can hold ourselves to like a super high standard, and then we hold like some of the people around us to a really high standard. Or maybe you just do one and not the other. But right now, everyone needs like all the grace in the world. Like all the like, see their inner child as their inner child is freaking out, or your inner child is freaking out. It's a lot to deal with right now. And that's without having human stuff on top of the energetic stuff. Okay, is there anything else left? Okay, nothing else to do with this lady. So we cleared whatever's clouding you, like she has that veil over her eyes, like whatever is not letting you see like where you need to step forward. Oh, we're still clearing. Let's just start clearing again. I am getting that some of you don't know what your next step is because of this veil. So there's going to be like probably about half of you, just checking, yeah, about half of you that are like, I know my next step, I'm just like afraid to do it, and I'm like resisting that. And then there's gonna be another half of you who are like, I don't even know what you're talking about. Like, what even is my next step? If you're in that camp, you're so clouded. I'm not laughing at you. I'm just, I'm laughing because I understand being on both sides of this. You're so clouded. So that's what we're clearing. We're clearing away like that like fogginess where you're so, maybe you're so busy in your day-to-day that you can't even see like, what is my soul even like asking for? We're still clearing. That's okay. Some of you have a lot to clear there. This is something you could listen to again. Some of you are going to want to do these clearings twice, maybe even more than that. Yeah. It makes sense that, I mean, I've been doing so much clearing for my own self and family, like the last 2 days in house. So it makes sense that everyone else has a lot of clearing too. Okay, Medicine Mother, honor your inner knowing. Let's see what wants to happen here. You guessed it, another clearing. guys are going to be sparkly clean at the end of this, energetically. Okay, so we're clearing again. You can take some nice deep breaths if it feels right. This is the last card, so really just letting go of anything your body maybe hasn't wanted to let go of yet, that's ready to go. Just really clearing out whatever isn't serving us, whatever is keeping us from hearing our inner knowing or feeling our inner knowing. It's there. I mean, you guys got 2 cards. Follow the voice of your soul and honor your inner knowing. Those are basically the same card. And it's interesting because one is like male energy and one is female energy. So it's like all parts of you, like embrace, you know, your masculine side, your feminine side, all of it swirled together. Your soul knows. Even if your human doesn't know yet, your soul does know. I like to, around her eyes are, it looks like an infinity sign, which is kind of cool. It also kind of feels like, almost like new beginning. Well, I guess that makes sense, right? New beginnings kind of coming through as we shift our perception. We can like follow those nudges. And yeah, it's like new things coming through for you. Oh, that first card said that too, right, in the guidebook. There's, yeah, new, as we shift our perspective, as we think differently, as we allow that to come in, we see the world differently, and then we can start new things. That makes sense. Okay, anything else with this card? Okay, another activation, because I'm getting it all today. Okay, so we are activating now your inner knowing. Ooh, I like that. Okay, so activating the part of you that knows, that soul part, your intuition, activating all of that, allowing it to just be louder and clearer so you can figure out what those next steps are. Okay, anything else with this guy or girl? Okay, anything else with any of the cards? Okay, we're good with the cards. Let's move on. I got 2 of my pendulum boards wanted to come down. And I use the term pendulum board lightly. I just have written them on paper. Maybe I'll like make them look fancy someday. Okay, so this first one's all about just if anything needs clearing. I think I got the yes to bring this down. I'm laughing because instead of my pendulum giving me an answer for what needs clearing, it's just clearing. It's almost like, I wonder, okay, this is really neat. So each of you, and it could be different every time you watch this, wherever you most need clearing is being cleared. So I have things on here like from as little as like your crystals need clearing to as big as like there's an entity that needs to go, or your house needs clearing, or an ancestor. I don't know, that one's there supporting you. So it's almost like, okay, you're each receiving exactly what you need to receive. I'm going to send you Reiki. If you want to close your eyes, go ahead and close your eyes. This is like a big one because it's almost like you're getting, you know, exactly what you need. So it's like everyone's getting something different. Okay. Nice deep breaths. Just asking that the Reiki support you in exactly the way that you need it while you receive this clearing, whether it's for you, a family member, your home, or the land that you're taking care of. I'm thinking that some of you are, I am crossing some entities in some of your houses, whoever is going to end up listening to this. Just nothing to be scary about. I feel like I'm being reminded to tell you that we're in bodies, they're not. So in a lot of ways, we are much more powerful. Also, if this is something that any of you want to learn, basically I'm just putting all the tools of what I do in one session. That's what I call my spiritual healing guidance sessions. But this is what I'm teaching in that I have like a membership teaching library. I know some people they want to be the ones to do it themselves, to kind of like take that power and expand their own like intuition and soul, self, all that stuff. If that's something you would want to do yourself, I do teach all of that. But then I know also sometimes we don't have the bandwidth for that, and so it's nice to just be kind of more in the client seat, which is nice too. We are still doing something big. If anything's popping into your head during this, it's probably what's being cleared. It could be thoughts, it could be just stagnant energy in your house, it could be emotions in your body or your house. Like I said, it could even be like a lower vibrating entity that needs to go. It could even be like just a lost kind of human soul that needs to go. It could be a portal that needs closing. I think I'll talk about it at the end. But I have, as of right now, when I'm recording this video, I do have 6 open spots for 6 people for my year of transformation, which is like one spiritual healing guidance session a month, so 12 calls for the whole year. And then I'm running a little bonus where you also get to ask like a yes/no question once a month, just to like really make sure you're taking that like aligned action. As of, like I said, when I'm recording, so I have 6 spots for that. It's $122 a month, which is a very reduced price for what it is. And it's 1 hour. So 1 hour each month for a year will really get you moving. Get whatever, oh my gosh, this is such a big clearing. I don't think I've ever cleared for something this long for someone else. We are doing a lot of stuff right now. Like I said, the energy's cray. But yeah, my guides keep telling me, just talk about your spiritual guidance sessions while you clear, keep them entertained. Yeah, so like, why would you want to sign up, right, for a year? I find I also sign up with someone for a year of healing, basically, and it's just so helpful. It's just so nice to check in with someone once a month, have them do whatever energetic work that I'm kind of missing. Sometimes it's hard to see your own stuff, and what I like about the spiritual healing guidance sessions, I used to run like separate sessions, like, Reiki, Akashic records, blah, blah, blah. When it's all together, you can just kind of follow wherever spirit leads us. So if something's coming up, we can follow that. If the cards ask us to follow something, we can do that. I love using these pendulum boards. They really give me a lot of insights and kind of keys on where to go. And sometimes what the person needs is either for me just to listen to them and clear as they're talking, or sometimes a guided Reiki healing meditation. Sometimes we'll do that for a session, or half the session. Since it's an hour, I can fit a lot in an hour when it's one-on-one. It is really, I'm amazed every time at how much we get through. Yeah, and they're like, just keep talking. This is such a big clearing. We can talk about everything. Nothing's off limits. We can focus on relationships, energy cords. We can focus on your own healing, stuck energy, job stuff. And then during the actual session, I can also answer as many yes/no questions as you have. We can ask your higher self, your authentic self, or your spirit team. But yeah, I'm excited to offer that to six more people because it's hugely transformational. And so many activations too. So many activations. Okay, we're nearing an end. Okay, huge deep breath, please. Okay, we just cleared some major stuff. Okay, let me just check. Is there anything else for me to do with this board? Wow, okay, that was neat. If any of you know, if something popped into your head and you knew what was being cleared, let me know. It's always, and if you don't know, it's like less stuff you need to keep in your mind, so that's fine too. But I always love hearing if people know. Okay, I am getting, this is my favorite board that I made. It's so much stuff on it, but it's like, it tells me so much. Okay, what are we most meant to know in this moment? This is probably the last thing. Then I'll send a little Reiki. Okay, let's see. Okay, this one. Interesting. Okay, let me just double check. Just checking because I was surprised this one got picked, but I was surprised the last one too. Okay, it says, so the one that got picked is a guide has a message for you. And I did check, it's not for me, it's for anyone who's listening to this. So a guide has a message for you. How do I want to get this message? Let's see. Do I want this to get the message? I'm gonna try this. So I have like a little thing on the bottom that kind of has like some self-care stuff. I'm just curious if the message is around a certain topic. Okay, so I'm getting a huge yes for, okay, I'm going to say two things. Number one, just because I'm giving this session, you are always like the go-to person. So if I say something and you're like, that doesn't feel right, just double check that you're not just resisting it, because that can happen. If you're not resisting it, then it just isn't for you. So I'm getting that so my reason why I'm saying that is I'm getting there's a guide that has a message for everyone that watches this. So it's probably like either another aspect of yourself, or it could be an ancestor guide, someone that you knew in this lifetime, someone that you didn't know. It could be like your highest like spirit guide that you have access to right now. That's typically who I ask to come forward if it's a spirit guide. And if you received the message already, you got the message. So when I told you you had a message and something popped into your head, that was your message. What I am getting when I checked in here is they want me to tell you that there's a message around physical support. So that can mean whatever it means to you, first of all. What I would guess is it's taking care of our physical bodies. So I'm guessing that the guide for each of you that's coming forward, I'm still clearing for you. The guide that's coming forward just really wants you taking more care of your physical body. We can get caught up in just human life. We can also get caught up in just spiritual life. And we kind of like forget about like this body suit of ours. But it's very important to also be taking care of our human bodysuit. So it could be as simple as does your body need more water? Getting some of you, it's as simple as you just need more water. Maybe healthier food, maybe moving your body a little bit. It could also be the thoughts you're thinking about your body. Yep, for some of you, it's how you're thinking about your body. Just that you want to be talking to it nicely. And because it's, I'm sure you've seen, I'm being told to remind you, I'm sure you've seen like the little, like the science experiments they do with like plants or water, where they'll like talk mean to it and then they like talk nice to it, and they look different. Like the plants are healthier when they get talked to nice. The water is like prettier when it's talked to nice, and not so pretty, and like doesn't look as good when it's talked to mean. Our bodies are the same way. It could be as simple as you starting a practice that every time you look in the mirror, you actually look in the mirror and you say, I love you, body. Even if you don't believe it at first, it could be something like that. But there's something about your physical body needing support that your guides are coming forward with. It's almost like a lot of you are getting like the spiritual side of things, like you're moving forward spiritually. Especially what we did at the beginning of this call was like huge clearings, huge activations. But now it's time to also focus on your physical body. Okay, I'm gonna check if there's anything else. Is there anything else to go with that message? There's still something else. Okay, we're missing something. Is this? Do I use this? Okay, we're gonna go back here. Back to our handy dandy pendulum board with a million things written on it. Okay. Interesting. Okay. This is so funny. So if you watched the last one of these, this happened last time too. An aspect of yourself is ready to integrate. Yeah, am I meant to do that for them? Okay, people. You whoever is out there watching this, you're a big deal. You are ready. You are so ready. Okay, so in case you didn't watch my last one, or you just have no idea what I'm going to be talking about, I'm just going to kind of, so we have this human self, right? We also have other aspects of ourself. So we might have had past lives as humans. We might have future lives as humans. We might have like a galactic lifetime, in the Pleiades or Sirius or anywhere, Andromedan. We might have all these galactic lifetimes. We might also have lifetimes as trees, rocks, fairies, mermaids, whales, anything. Literally anything you can think of, you may have been. Crystals, who knows? Angels. So what's really neat from the way I understand it about being in a human body is you can actually, getting a phone call, you can actually integrate these. I should really make sure it's not time. Let me just pause. 10:30. Okay, we're good. My husband was calling me. I was like, oh no, did I forget to pick up my child? Okay, so caught off guard. Aspects of self. We can have, in a human body, we can integrate these aspects of self. It doesn't mean we're going to become a whale or we're going to become a mermaid. What it does mean is that we can integrate the wisdom and sometimes the intuitive spiritual gifts of those other aspects. So that is what is wanting to integrate again, which is super exciting. So you want to get comfy. You might know what's integrating and you might not. I'm just making sure it's not anything. Okay, we're good. Okay, so I'm gonna breathe in deeply. So like I said, you might have a sense of, we're already doing it. You might have a sense of what is integrating right now. Maybe you get like a flash of like, who knows, a polar bear. Maybe you get a flash of like being on a different planet, like seeing from a different perspective. the star ancestor did come up, so I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of what you are integrating is galactic. Okay, I'm getting a yes for that. So just breathing in, I like to welcome it home, welcoming that part of me home. Sometimes I'll use my hand to usher energy towards my heart kind of, and I'm welcoming in that aspect of me that's ready to integrate. That means that you cleared enough space to be able to integrate this aspect, which is really neat. Just take some nice deep breaths. Depending how you receive intuitive information, you might feel nothing, first of all, which is also totally normal, and it's still working. You might feel goosebumps or chills in a good way, or you might feel warm, or you might feel cold. You might hear something, or and when I say hear, for me that generally means it sounds like a thought in my head. So maybe you heard a word, or you thought a random word, and you're like, why am I thinking about, I don't know, starfish? Maybe you're integrating a starfish life. Who knows? Or you might actually see a flash of something, if that's how you receive your information right now. Okay, let's see. Okay, I am getting that is fully integrated. Super cool, all of you. Okay, this is getting long. Let's see if it's always longer than I plan. Okay, anything else on here? I feel like your spirit teams are just keep going. They have so much to work through, and you're ready. If you have watched this far into this, your guides are jumping up and down right now, especially if you don't usually do this stuff. You're ready. You're ready for whatever next step. For a lot of you, I think it's going to be your next step in your spiritual journey is what you're shifting. Yeah, I think if you got this far, you are definitely shifting something in your spiritual journey. There could still be some human action steps for you to take from those cards from the beginning, but there's definitely something big shifting for you. Oh, it was just telling me galactic, past life related. Yeah, so I think just most of you just integrated something that was galactic. Yes. So fun. Okay, is there anything else to do besides send Reiki? Oh my goodness, there's still stuff to do. Okay, what else is left to do? Telling you, they're we've got her here, we've got you here. We're gonna just keep doing stuff. I'm getting grandma. I think it's my grandma. My grandma's here for some reason. Why is she here? Piecing the pieces together. Okay, my grandma is here for some reason to help ground all of us. Yeah. Well, thanks, Grandma. You just never know what's gonna happen. Okay, my grandma's you guys have all been up in the ethers or ethers, whatever. We need to ground. Okay, so if you have a crystal you want to hold, go for it. If you want to put your feet on the floor, go for it. We're gonna ground. Apparently my grandma's gonna help us out. And actually, interesting. Okay. And then I'm gonna also send Reiki. So we are grounding our energy back in our bodies, bringing it back, reminding ourselves we are human right now. We are human. We are human. Bringing our energy down, back into our bodies. Sending Reiki. Actually, I'm going to send Reiki to our feet. Really helping us ground into the ground, into the earth, into our bodies. Okay, I'm getting that we are complete. So, after you finish this, I would love to hear how your experience was. You're more than welcome to comment under the video. I'm still clearing for you. I'm also still sending you grounding Reiki to your feet. You're more than welcome to comment under the video. You could message me separately if you don't feel comfortable putting that comment somewhere. And then, like I said, I do still have 6 open spots when I'm recording this. I'll try to update the number of spots on the in the comments section or something, just so people know, but I still have 6 open spots for the Transformational Year of Healing, where you get 1 of these sessions a month for the whole year. They last an hour, and we can do a whole lot. And if it's one-on-one, I can do even more, because I can just be constantly checking back with you, and we can check yes, no, is this the action step? Is this what they're meant to go and do? Is this not what they're meant to do? And then that bonus with 1 yes or no question throughout the month too. I find that just really helps people make that forward progress with their intuition, with their just whatever they're trying to manifest and call in. Okay. I just put you in like an energetic Reiki bubble, just to help allow whatever you integrated and cleared and activated, allow that to all work together with you throughout the day. You're gonna want to drink more water. You might want to like wash your hands under cold water after this to kind of just ground yourself back in. Maybe eat something. The healthier the better. Although sometimes, I'll be honest, to ground yourself, sometimes it's the less healthy food that helps ground you. Check in, see what your body wants. Maybe a little sea salt in your water. Maybe step outside for a little. Okay, we're going to thank our holy hailed ancestors. We're going to thank our spirit teams, our authentic selves, the Holy Fire Reiki, and of course, we're going to thank each of you for showing up. That was extremely powerful. That's something you could do again. Maybe I'd give it like at least a day or 2 before you go back and do it again. But that is going to be really, really big for some of you. So update me how it goes, and if you wanted to claim one of those 6 spots, I'm going to try to find, maybe I'll put the link in with it too, how to sign up, just so if you know you're a yes, you can sign up right away to make sure you get in there if you get your yes. And if you don't know, I can check in for you. I don't want to have anyone sign up that it isn't completely aligned. So I will be very honest. If I check in for you and I get a no, I will tell you that. So yeah, I hope you all have a great rest of your day or night. Thank you for watching. Let me know how it felt, and I will see y'all later.